I'm back with some NBA picks for you for today, which is Monday, December 30th, wrapping up the 2024 year. Hope you've had a good holiday. I'm running solo today. Gave Jordy the day off because he held it down for the last few days while I was in New Jersey. I had no access to these platforms. It wouldn't even let me pull up the boards. So he just held it down. And I brought all my stuff up there on the trip thinking like, yeah, we'll do this remotely again. And I wasn't even able to see the board, so it made no sense. So he held it down. Appreciate it. He's taking the day off. And yeah, I already have the NFL picks video up. That ended up being a long, extensive video. I dropped 6 picks that I am running in a slip tonight, and then also a 6-man demon slip. So that is all available. I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter since that one was so long. But yeah, I've got 4 picks for you that I like for this 7-game NBA slate. It's not the most exciting NBA slate. The NBA has been a little bit of a bummer this year so far, at least in my opinion. It's kind of hard to get some consistent looks at what's going on. And all of these rest days that these players are taking now is just the competitive nature of it is just tanked so much. So hopefully we can figure out something to change the way the competitive nature of the NBA has been. It's interesting because the WNBA, and I feel like that had like just about its best year, you know, for ratings and for the competition. And we had a lot of fun calling the WNBA picks as well. We'll definitely be doing that again for next season. But man, what a random time for the NBA to just have their ratings tanking and stuff. And so hopefully they can figure out something to get this a little bit more competitive. But I do have 4 picks that I'm pretty excited about. I will share with you guys before we get into the plays. If you let me just shout out our partners. Doing this a little bit differently in the solo video. You guys know how it goes. But yeah, if you want to check out Chalkboard, they're one of our partners. Use code BACKDOOR. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. They have plays as low as $1 over there, and they've just got all the alt lines you could ask for. So it's a lot of fun piecing together. If you're like me and you like making like YOLO slips, like higher multipliers, Chalkboard has got you covered. Most alt lines of any platform. So yeah, use code BACKDOOR. You get a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And we're also partnered with Underdog. If you use code BACKDOOR over at Underdog, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. Sleeper. We're hooked up with Sleeper too. It's just code BACKDOORFS for Sleeper, and they will give you a 100% deposit match up to 100 as well. It's good to diversify. All these platforms have different incentives they're running through the holidays. Sleeper's been doing the and one protected play, which I took advantage of quite a few times. Been having fun, and a lot of times they're getting a little bit more competitive with the lines they offer over at Sleeper. It's been pretty sweet. Parlay play. We've been enjoying this platform. Use code BACKDOOR. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. They're going to give you a $5 promo slip. So they're going to let you make a free slip to get started, get to know the platform. On top of that, we're going to give you a month in our premium Discord if you sign up to Parlay Play. Just email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. And we need your Parlay Play username and your Discord username, and we will get you hooked up. They update our list every day of people who've used the code. So if you've already emailed us, I apologize if I've been a little bit behind getting through the holidays, but we'll get everyone caught up, and we will give you a month from the time that we get that confirmed. So you guys want to check that out. And then last but not least, we have Better. You get a $200 deposit match plus a free pick to help you cash that first slip that you make. And they're running promos all the time as well. Use code BACKDOOR over there at Better, and they will hook you up with all of that. So let's talk about the plays that I like for today. Just got 4, not getting into demons. Going to make this one a little bit quicker. I'm going to be putting most of my eggs in the NFL basket tonight. I love NFL. We're wrapping things up and we don't have a whole lot of weeks left. And the big Sunday slates are going to be saying goodbye relatively soon. But hopefully the competitive nature of basketball starts to turn things up, get a little bit more consistency here pretty soon. But I do have 4 plays that I like. These are the plays that I'm going to be taking. I'm going with Bilal Kubawale over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I like that one. Derek Jones Jr. over 13 points, rebounds, and assists. and Shaedon Sharpe over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then I'm also going with DeAndre Ayton, just rebounds and assists over 11.5. Kind of break this down for you. I tend to, I like the types of plays that give me a little bit more versatility. That's why a lot of times I like fantasy score plays, or I like the points, rebounds, and assists, or stuff that's more than just one particular category. So I went with the PRA for 3 of these, and then the RA for Ayton. But yeah, it's not that I don't like single category plays like points alone, assists. Like I like those too. On this slate, I just wanted a little bit more versatility. So yeah, 3 PRAs, 1 RA. Well, Kubawale just went away, so we'll have to see. What's going on there. Let me see what's going on. Dang, I liked that play. Maybe they'll bring it back to us at some point. Okay, so now they've got, and of course, they've got the Goblin and the Demon. They took away my, oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Let's see what else we might like of his. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. I'll start breaking down these other plays, and then we'll come back and see what's going on with Bilal. Well, there's Bilal. So Derek Jones Jr. I like him to be able to get this done. He's been kind of a little bit volatile, but his lines have been staying low. And if he's getting his minutes, he's been playing pretty solid. Just coming off that game against Golden State, he had 22 PRA. And then the game before that against Memphis, 15. They had some down games. Then 18 against Minnesota, 20 against Portland. The matchup's a little bit tough, but this line is low. Overall, it's not too bad. 25th in points allowed, 27th in assists allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed. And then if we go to small forwards, a little bit more tough. 12th in points allowed, 3rd in rebounds allowed, 3rd in assists allowed. So a little bit tougher matchup. We do have a decent amount of injuries in this game, though. As far as the Pelicans go, Jose Alvarado is out, Brandon Ingram is out, Zion Williamson still out. So a couple of key players there, especially defensively, that could open things up a little bit more for Derek Jones. If we zoom in a little bit, take a look at this sort of trend going up. The minutes have been decent lately. Like I said, when he gets his minutes, it's not so bad. Over the 5-game span that we're looking at, he's averaged 20.2 minutes per game, just 1.6 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, not shooting a whole lot, but he's got a good percentage there, 53% from the field, but he's only shooting like 6.8 attempts per game. Not really taking threes. 7.8 rebound chances per game over this 5-game stretch, and just 1.2 potential assists. So I think, this is just kind of a low-hanging fruit at 13 flat. So I like him to be able to get this done. Let's take a look at this over-under for this game. So we have a 218.5 over-under. Clippers favored by 4.5, playing in New Orleans. But again, some key players out. So I think that this matchup is softer than you would first think. Let's take a look and see what Daily Grind thinks about this one. They like his rebounds and assists over 3.5. That does look solid. They like that as his best play. 53.11% odds to hit the over, minus 135. So heavily juiced to the over if you prefer that. They also like his points, rebounds, and assists to go over 13. They have that at 50.91% odds to hit the over, minus 122. We have some platforms as low as 12.5. Well, actually a decent amount, and then some 13.5, but I'm comfortable with the 13 flat. They like his points to go over 9, and yeah, fantasy score, they don't like it. They like that going under the 18, and then the points, rebounds alone under 12. So go with your gut. That rebounds and assists does look juicy at 3.5. Might throw that into a slip too, but I like him to be able to get the full PRA done. So I'm going to be rolling with that. And then next up, we've got Shaedon Sharpe. This is a expected value play according to Outlier. Again, we've got some game time decisions here on the injury report. Andre Drummond, game time decision. Joel Embiid, game time decision. Eric Gordon, Kyle Lowry, there's an extra note here. Officially questionable for the game. Still dealing with a right hip strain. And then on Portland's side, Tamani Kamara, game time decision. Jeremy Grant, game time decision. Robert Williams, So I like him to be able to get this done. He's one of the better players, in my opinion, on their team. The minutes, relatively solid, kind of been trending up. If there's some questionable tags here in this game, he could definitely see a bump. That last game, he got 38 minutes, which is solid, and a close win. They beat Dallas 126-122. He had 38 minutes in that game. So averaging 30.4 minutes per game over this 5-game stretch, just 1.6 fouls. So not really getting in foul trouble, which is great. 7.8 rebound chances per game. Pretty solid. 4 of those 5, the 4 that he cashed, he had 8 rebound chances or more in all of those. 5 potential assists per game is what he's averaging, and shooting 55% from the field on 16.8 attempts per game. That's solid. 41% from beyond the arc, 6.4 attempts, averaging 2.6 made threes per game. And then, 83% from the foul line, but only getting there like 2.4 attempts per game. So nothing too crazy, but might help us a little bit. But yeah, in all of these, the 4 out of the 5 that he cashed, he went for 23 points or more. But we know he's capable of distributing the ball, and he's physical enough to grab some boards as well. So feeling good about that. Let's take a closer look at the matchup. All right. So overall, we got 10th in points allowed, 18th in rebounds allowed, 13th in assists allowed. If we go specifically to shooting guards, a little bit tougher. 3rd in points allowed, 5th in rebounds allowed, 16th in assists allowed. And let's take a look at that over under as well. 222 over under. Philly favored by 6.5 playing in Portland. I think this would be a closer game than you would think. Portland they're still figuring things out there, but the 76ers are really boom or bust as well. Speaking of players resting, man, Joel Embiid, I don't know what, the game has changed so much. Like I just can't believe we're sitting here in a situation where, max players are saying they refuse to play a back-to-back. Like, what has this turned into, man? Like, it's really killing the excitement of the NBA. But yeah, hopefully Shaedon Sharpe can get this done for us. I feel good about his potential minutes. Should be solid, but maybe get a little boost with some of these questionable tags. So DeAndre Ayton, another boomer bust candidate. I got mixed feelings about Ayton because I was totally just taking that copium when the Suns took him number 1 overall and passed up Trae Young and Luka Doncic. That one is going to haunt me forever as a Suns fan. But I kept trying to see, like Ayton, maybe that was the right move, pair with Booker. And we went all the way to the finals. And yeah, so I mean, I was trying to be a fan of Ayton, and I saw in some moments what he was capable of. And we've just seen up and down since he's left Phoenix. But lately he's been, he's capable, he's physical, and he's actually more capable than you would think with assisting the ball because he's such a big bodied guy that he's pretty decent with like the pick and roll. Sometimes, he's rolling and they do dish it back, but sometimes he's just setting a good pick and the dude he's passing it to is able to cash his shot. So he doesn't get a ton of assists, but he's actually more capable than you would think. If we take a look at the matchup here for Ayton, overall, we've got Philly at 18th in rebounds allowed, 13th in assists allowed. To centers, definitely more tough. 6th in rebounds allowed, 8th in assists allowed. We have Joel Embiid and Andre Drummond questionable for this game, though. So, Embiid's got a left foot sprain and Drummond's got a left toe sprain. So we'll see if these guys end up playing, or if they do play, if they end up getting their full minutes. But I think Ayton can get this done. Dallas is tough. He just went for 16 boards against Dallas and 1 assist. And then Utah, not like the scariest team, but it's actually pretty tough to get rebounds with the pace of play that Utah runs. It's a little bit more difficult than you would think to get a lot of boards in a game. And he still went for 12 and 2 assists. And then this other one against Denver, another kind of tough matchup, 13 rebounds and 4 assists. And then these 2 games that he missed, one of them was also against Dallas, just 9 rebounds, no assists, and then 8 rebounds, 2 assists against San Antonio, which has actually turned things up a little bit. They're a little bit more tough this year. But over this 5-game stretch, he's averaging 31.8 minutes per game, 2.8 fouls, 19.6 rebound chances per game. It's pretty wild. He's just always right there in the paint, contesting and trying to get these boards. Just 2.4 potential assists. So again, nothing too crazy, but the rebounds alone were at 10.5. So I'll throw the combo on there for just a 1-point bump at 11.5 is what I'm thinking for Ayton. Let's pull up Ayton here. And I'll pull up Shaden since I hadn't done that yet. All right. They like his points assists over on Daily Grind, 15.5. They like that to go over. They have that at a 51.95% odds to hit the over, minus 130. Then they've got that rebounds and assists right below it at 11.5. They like that over, 51.78% odds to hit the over, minus 131. They like his turnovers over 2, something you could consider. The points rebounds over 25. They like that just barely over. And then the full PRA, they have it just at a 50-50 shot, so you can go with your gut on that. But I'm going to be rolling the rebounds and assists. Let's take a look at Shaden here. It's taking it a minute. I might be spelling it wrong. There we go. Oh, come on. Here we go again with the autocorrect. All right, you gonna pull it up for me? Okay. So they like his points rebounds over 21.5. They have that at a 50.78% odds to hit the over, minus 122. They like his PRA at 24.5 to go over just slightly. It's a 50.31% odds to hit the over. They don't like his points at 17.5. They don't like his rebounds at 4 flat. Points assists. So yeah, as far as overs go, points, rebounds, and PRA are the two that they're liking, and it's a close one. But I'm thinking with again with this situation with guys, potentially playing not at 100%. We'll see. The NBA's been hard to call this year for sure. So again, hoping we get some consistency here relatively soon. Let's see about Bilal. I really liked this play. Let's see what might be. Actually, let's ask Daily Grind with what is still available, what they like. They don't like the points rebounds. They like the rebounds and assists over 9. They have that at a 51.71% odds to hit the over, minus 126. They like his rebounds over 5 at 51.64% odds to hit, minus 126. They didn't actually like that PRA. I did. It's been a wagon, but let's take a closer look and see what it is we might want. So yeah, that's a PRA I was kind of excited about. 7 straight games. So he's got the softer matchup on points, 25th in points allowed, 17th in rebounds allowed. Let's take a look. They liked that rebounds and assists. Let's pull that up and see what that's looked like lately. Computer moving a little bit slow. I'm asking it to do a lot though. That's been even more of a wagon. He's cashed that 8 out of 10 games at 9.5, but what are we getting it at? 9. So he's cashed the 8.5. So the points rebounds are sitting there and the rebounds and assists are sitting there. So we're getting it at 9 and the line is that right? We're getting it at 9? I think that looks good. The 9, because at 9.5, he's cashed that 8 out of 10 games. One of the misses was against Memphis, and he went for 9 flat, which would push us in this case. And the only other time he missed over this last 10-game stretch is against Dallas on December 5th. He went for 8 still. So yeah, let's just take a look real quick at the points rebounds matchup. Okay, so he's done that 7 straight as well. The points are pretty juicy. 25th in points allowed, 17th in rebounds allowed. And let's look at this over under. I'll try to get this out quick because I know this game. I mean, it is Washington. I'm sorry, it is New York. So 228.5 over under. Knicks favored by 12.5, playing in Washington. Check the injury report real fast. Jalen Brunson, game time decision. Jordan Poole, game time decision. Alex Sarr, game time decision. Questionable with an illness, Alex Sarr. So we'll have to see how that goes. Huh. Man, this is tough. They both look good. The rebounds and assists and the points rebounds. Let's see the head-to-head. So last time he played them was not long ago. Yeah. I think that was the last game they played. Yeah, the 28th. And he went for 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And then let's take a look at the points rebounds in that last game. 18 points, 6 rebounds. Man, what do I want to go with? And Daily Grind they don't like the points rebounds. Okay. They like the rebounds and assists and the rebounds. Okay. Well, then let's roll the rebounds and assists at 9. I'm going to do that. So we got, 9 rebounds and assists for Bilal Kubawale. DeAndre Ayton, 11.5 rebounds and assists. Shaden Sharp going the full PRA, 24.5. Then Derek Jones Jr., 13 PRA. I'll just lock that in. I'm going to flex it, just throw a 5 on it. Sometimes it doesn't want to lock it in if my Wi-Fi is not on. Give that a second to lock in. There we go. We got it locked in. Little 4-man flex there, little bankroll builder. Cool. So that covers the 4 NBA picks. Again, this slate is kind of whatever. I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to NFL tonight, personally. But yeah, if you guys want to come join our Discord, we have a killer community over here. We already went through all the promotions. Oh, I forgot to mention, though, if you guys like that Daily Grind DFS optimizer, use code BACKDOOR and you'll get 25% off your first subscription. You can stretch that out to a full year, however long you want to lock in that discount, 25% off. You can see how it helps you make decisions when you're in a pinch, or if you want to just start your research with the optimizer, just take out Bilal there, and for NBA, it'll pull up all of the discrepancies that it's finding across all the platforms, and it'll show you whether it likes it to go under or over. A lot of times the top, this close to the slate, is a lot of unders because so many people have taken overs. They've sort of bumped the lines up. But yeah, you can see it just puts it all on your radar. Dang, a lot of unders for tonight is what the optimizer is saying. Man. They like Micic over his assists at 6.5. They have that at a 53.16% odds to hit the over, minus 133. They like Vucevic's points over 18.5. That does look solid. 53.16% odds to hit the over. Derek Jones Jr., they've got that 3.5 rebounds and assists if you prefer that over the PRA. De'Aaron Fox, they like his 11 rebounds and assists to go over. That's at a 53.4% odds to hit the over. And so on. You guys can see. And even beyond NBA, if you go up here and where you have it set, like if I just take the NBA off of there and it's just pulling up every sport that they cover, you can see it'll just work them all together. Is that with no one on? Let me just double check. Yeah, that's okay. So that's everything. They still like these unders for basketball more than a lot. They've got Maddox Madsen for college football, I believe. They like his fantasy score under. But yeah, you can see it just puts it all on your radar. Dang, a lot of unders tonight. Isaac Garendo, they like him to go over his touchdown. 53.52% odds to hit the over, minus 137. Something to consider. Again, these are not plays that I've done a bunch of research on. This is just showing you what the optimizer looks like. It's a really killer tool. So if you guys want to check that out, use code BACKDOOR. You get 25% off. And yeah, and then beyond that, we covered everything else. Oh yeah, Outlier. If you guys want to try out Outlier, just sign up through the link below. You don't need to put in a code. Outlier, you saw the way the statistical breakdown really helps you like dial in, figure out whether or not you like the narrative, what players have done, you know, in previous matchups, what the matchup looks like, what injury reports look like. You can try that all for free for a week. Just sign up through the Outlier link below. Don't need to put in a code. You just be good to go. And then if you want to follow us on our socials, we're just at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, Instagram. We also have our personal socials listed below. And if you want to join us in our Discord, you can use that Parlay Play promo and get a month free in the Discord when you use code Backdoor. You just got to email us so we can confirm that the code was used, and we'll get you hooked up. If you want to just sign right up, though, it's $12.99 a month. It's less than 50 cents a day. You just sign up through Patreon, and then you go into the settings on Patreon. There's a connected apps option in the menu bar, and you log into Discord from there. So that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video on your way out, and enjoy this slate. Enjoy football. Enjoy basketball. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to drop a comment if you have any questions about anything. But have a great night, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.